use to create information, express themselves, share information. I think AI is going to be the next big, 10Xer on that.
I do think you're so right. I mean, I found even just frankly preparing for this, once it becomes part of your life, I was using Researcher and this morning on 3 or 4 different projects, you suddenly step back from time to time and say, what did I do before this? I think there were just more questions that went unanswered every day.
Absolutely.
But we still are at a point where the percentage of the world's people, even who are connected to the internet, who are experiencing this, it's a minority compared to the percentage of people, the billions of people who will now need to experience this as we go forward. How do we reach
it's a
the
great
world?
Question. And I know both of us are big fans of Jeffrey Ding and his sort of theory of diffusion and what have you. Because that's what I fundamentally believe, right? Thanks to sort of the rails, right, that exist, whether it's the mobile phone or the cloud infrastructure, it is possible. Because one of the other demos for me, Brad, but shaped at least my worldview, was watching a rural Indian farmer use a WhatsApp bot that was built on top of GPT-3.5 by an Indian developer, which translated that farmer's local language and need for access to some subsidy program, and give that farmer real agency to be able to do things using that phone and that bot and that AI that was built in the West Coast of the United States. And it was mind-blowing to me, which sort of the rate at which things were diffusing, and also what it meant that it was meeting the needs of someone where they are at versus expecting them to do multiple things before they can even use it, right? And so if you say that's what is possible, then I think the key thing is to think about diffusion broadly. That means skilling broadly, right? It's not just about technology being accessible, getting people to be equipped to be able to use the technology with whatever skills they need, right? One skill could be just get over the fear of using something. And that's where learning by doing is perhaps one of the most important things that we can do, is to get broad issuance of all of this technology around the world, get people to use it, then have the agency to change their work artifacts and workflow. How I educate myself, how I get information, how I conduct commerce, all of these things are going to be changed.